If you fear death, watch this. Have you asked yourself, how did we come here to be on this planet? We're some kind of creatures living on a tiny little rock, floating through space, moving at like thousands of miles an hour. But most importantly, how did we come to be here? How did it all start? Well, for starters, we are the embodiment of a star, those shiny planets you see in the sky. Let me explain. Far back in distant past, there was a supernova. One type of supernova is caused by the last breath of a dying star. This happens when a massive star, at least 5 times the mass of our sun, goes out in a fantastic boom. And just like any human being, the star dies, but it dies with a violent blast. From that point, the explosion scatters dust and cloud. The main way a planet is formed is via core accumulation, where the dust in a disk collides, sticks together, and grows to form a planetary core. As the core becomes more massive, the gravity pulls even more dust to it and forms giant planets. Now, the sun and the planets formed around 4.6 billion years ago from a cloud of gas and dust called the solar nebula. A shock wave from a nearby supernova caused the solar nebula to collapse. Then the sun formed in the center, and the planets formed in a thin disk orbiting around it. Now, this process takes millions of years to form, while a human life forms in 9 months. However, the process of death and rebirth happens not just in human life, but to planets as well. We are literally the creation of stars. The stardust that scatters from those supernova explosions creates the planets, and the planets create human life. That being said, we are stars in human form, and a lot of us fear that everything is gonna go away once we die, especially older people. Old people think about death way more frequently than young people because they are closer to the unknown, and it makes sense to be scared. But who told us that we will live forever? We share this beautiful human experience, all of us. This is the short amount of time we are given to live compared to those planets that live millions of years. We are here to think, feel, and explore for a limited amount of time. Then we are gone. Charles Darwin said, "A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time, they have not discovered the value of life." It takes a bit of pondering to realize how we got here in the first place, how we are literally the embodiment of a star. And it doesn't make sense to live according to other people. It just doesn't make sense to live according to other people's lives and wishes. And it also doesn't make sense to live for financial gain only. We can never satisfy someone else by sacrificing our own life for them. Not even for our kids, spouses, family, and friends. No one truly wants you to be as they wish you to be. Deep down, people respect being on your own. They won't tell you about it, but deep down they will truly respect you for being your own kind. They will even love you more for that. Do not fall in the trap that by satisfying someone else and satisfying their wish and their needs, you will get a tap on the back for a job well done. No, love yourself. Loving yourself is the most unselfish thing you can do. Love yourself to the point where you allow other people to love you as well. You are literally a star. You are literally a star, an embodiment of a celestial body in a moving organism. Live life in a way that death will be just another finish line of a life well lived.